someone I have a relationship with that I can support and like put on or like fully support because I'm not gonna be a fan because I'm a fan of fan of Drake. Yeah. Like for you to be this up close and personal to me, for me to be a fan and be like, I'm not living like that right now.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't really listen to any of the single loose records like on a regular basis. But like, when I hear it, I'll give it a listen, so and a lot of the shit is tough, a lot of it's cool, so I can't say nothing bad about it. It's tough,
No, it's just music.
So much.
They the high speed way.
I might be a rapper.
Fuck it. Because didn't they do like a top 50 rappers list in St. Louis or something like that?
Yeah, it was very biased.
And then they had
it was very biased.
True, but just granted, if you could do a top 50 rappers list in the city,
I don't know, there are 50 or 100 rappers that's mad that they
that was before Sexy Red.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sexy Red's number one right now. And I want niggas to remake that list.
She got Juicy J produced on their songs too on the new album.
Bro.
She everywhere, man.
Drake slid in the DMs like, oh,
He said never. He did.
She followed
He posted it.
She's doing so much, man. She's really gonna take off like big. I feel like she's like unstoppable at this point.
Dude, it's just like I feel like the generation shift. It's like all the shit that we grew up around that was a bad thing is now good. Like
It's glorified.
the gang culture, niggas love it.
St. Louis. It's a different type of breed here. I feel like.
We were just talking about that earlier. 10 years ago, man, it was different. It was
It's a little bit more chill.
It was a little bit more chill. I grew up on the West, and I can walk up and down paving, you know what I'm saying, between Kings Highway and Union. Hit Union, liquor stores, do a little bit of everything. Now I'm not doing no shit like that.
Fucking the cities. Last week they had an Airbnb party. Airbnbs are wild, number one.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was like 10 niggas under
10
age that got shot.
10 kids.
10 kids.
10 kids.
I think it was 2 of them that was 19, and 2 of them was 15, and everybody else nobody was older than 19. Like the 19 was older than 15.
So me living downtown and whenever it's late night, I'm walking to the spot, old block, and these young niggas, they put fear in me. I'm not gonna lie. They got ARs, AKs on the scene. I'm like, excuse me, sir. I'm like, my bad, cause they like that. And I'm like, I can't mentor you. I can't you guys you guys doing that. And now I'm happy that the mayor got involved and they're trying to create a system where if you're under 18, they're gonna fine the kids' parents for being outside.
They really gonna do that?
I hope so.
Man,
I hope so.
How you feel about it though?
It's not gonna do nothing.
You don't think so?
It's not gonna do shit.
that is not, I don't know how they implement that, man, but that would be amazing. I've never heard of any city doing that.
They took away the scooters.
That's why teenagers.
And then
They block off hella streets.
there was a volleyball convention. A little girl got hit by a car, lost her legs. She's now suing the city of St. Louis.
Right.
Because whoever hit her he was just out on bail when he
For like 4 different things.
big things. Just these young people are ignorant. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a victim of this shit.
That's the sad state of affairs right now because it's like a certain age group. You know what I mean?
There's
It's
discrimination now. Yeah.
Well, it's like these young kids. That party of 10 kids getting shot. Like you hear about that, and a lot of them are like under the age of like 17 and stuff. It's like they're downtown at a party. It's supposed to be an office. It's supposed to be an office, right?
Yeah.
Look at Bert.
It says say mass shooting. That wasn't a mass. How do I explain it? That wasn't a mass shooting. Like somebody just walked in.
No.
It was a bug out. They caught ops slipping and they just popped there. They do trying to make it seem like somebody was coming like,
Yeah.
But the thing is,
That's
that's
the
the
narrative
narrative in
created.
America, yeah. Anything over 4 people shot in one like scene or whatever the case is, yeah, 1 second is technically.
I mean, what's the difference whether it's
Did you
like
see they posted them today?
Because
On the news, they posted 5 kids with guns. Like they're like, dude, they're like 15.
on like Instagram posts. Like,
I saw it on Fox.
yo, it's like
Not Fox.
if like
that's what I used to get.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying on Instagram.
People are mad about it. You know, they're like, why are you snitching on these kids and this and that and this.
I survived the Kia boys. I don't want these niggas outside no more. Like I'm
The
good.
gun laws, bro. The gun laws.
Man, if your kid's 15,
I
16,
can't. The gun laws are good. Everyone needs to have a gun, but like, who has them? And like, you gotta be supervision. Like, back in the
As
day,
they changed the gun laws, our homicide rates went up by like 33%.
guns don't kill people. Though. It's
And you think what caliber matters though? Because Missouri in general, that's how I go by state. But like Missouri, you can damn
The Constitution says you got the right to bear arms. So I'm not gonna say anything against the Constitution. We live in America, you know. So
they're not going to change that anytime soon.
I
Whether you want like it or you don't, you know.
In
Yeah.
Missouri.
I'm okay with guns, but it's just like, where is the OGs? Like, who's giving these niggas guns?
Right.
Like, that is where it should start. Like, and it's just.
It's a lack of, a lot of stuff.
Leadership.
It's a lack of community. It's a lack of, good leadership. It's a lack of just opportunities here in St. Louis. Like, I was young at one point and like struggling a little bit and didn't have a good job. And like, St. Louis could be tough, like on you in some of those circumstances. You know what I mean? So, not everybody's as fortunate. And a lot of these kids, man, they start down that negative path. They might not have like the good people I had in my life to hold me back or to tell me I was messing up or whatever, So a lot of it is like, we don't really have a real sense of community here in St. Louis. I don't feel it. A lot of it is like because of basically like for me, it's based on like where I come from. I come from my family, like we come from a small village.
You come from a forest.
It's a small village, like so everybody know everybody. Everybody's gonna get everybody's business. They're gonna, you know what I mean. So like, there's a real sense of community there. So like, that's really what I see here. It's like we lack that. Unfortunately, a little bit.
Do you think with the avenues that you've seen and where you are right now, there's a future that you can create a sense of leadership and community? Is there anything you think you might be able to do? Because this is still your city at the end of the day.
Man, yeah, I think this is something we can all do, man. And like this, like even like this setting in this podcast, like where you're bringing, groups of guys together just to talk about whatever, like this is a start. This could be a start. You know what I mean? They're building that community. So honestly, I haven't done a whole lot to build community build or anything like that. Like there's a lot of people that are out there doing the work, the real work. I'm not one of them that's actually doing the work, so I can't try to take credit and like can't sit here and pretend like there aren't people out there that are really putting in the effort and the time and stuff like that. But like, yeah, I mean, there's more we could do, and we should.
I want to like talk to the youth without AR stuff.
I don't see that change. I don't see it changing for a while.
But there's no lane. Like, if I had video games and pizza, I'd be like, but like I'm good. Like,
I feel that.
but like, there's no lanes. Like, there's no.
It's not like that no more. I don't understand. It's not like that no more though. Like the internet changed like the mindset. The mindset for sure. Like you see like now kids now they don't even work for it either.
Right.
Like they feel like they can just get it off the internet.
So do you? Who is to blame for that? Is it
It's not their fault.
the public? The celebrities? Because they're not doing what they're telling the kids to do. And there's like scientific facts. The music you listen to, you do.
These kids that's like grew up on this like social media generation where like that's all they've known their whole life is like social media. the internet like melted, like ruined their brains a lot of them. Like they don't have an attention span that lasts longer than 10 seconds a lot of them because they're TikTok brain at this point. So like the idea of getting a job is like horrifying to them because
I'm a influencer.
They feel too entitled.
I'm
They
a
think-
public
They feel too
figure.
entitled. They feel too entitled.
That's where that excitement comes from. Like things on the internet, bro. They see likes, see all of that shit, see anything viral. Like that's what excites them.
Who do you think can like influence them? Like, because obviously we can't, and the parents can't. Is it like the local?
it's the club
Celebrities?
chasing is the problem.
Do you,
You know, that's
They're
a
just
problem.
fail.
do you think like
They're just fail. That's how I look at it.
soccer players, baseball players, XFL players might make a change if they get more involved? Like,
Honestly, I don't
what
think
is
people
needed
look at
for a
athletes
little bit
no
of
more.
change?
I don't think people look at athletes like that no more, bro. Because
Because what do you think?
Everybody want to be a rapper, bro. Everybody want to be a rapper.
So we gotta get a community of baddies that's
See, that might actually do it, man. What I'm talking about is like, I was thinking like a community, like you have someone in the community that you can look up to, like be a good
no,
influence. Exactly.
We don't have that here. We don't have that.
This, all the OGs are gone now. I don't know.
Nah,
man.
they stop.
You know, St. Louis is just like
Steve Carter.
it's little. You can just you can do whatever. You don't have to face any consequences from the uppers.
You're not lying.
It used to be a mutual respect. That's why, like, the no women, no kids thing, that shit ain't a thing no more. Like, it's sad, but shit, it's the truth. Like, motherfuckers is wild.
don't get caught out of bounds.
They cracking their.
What you say earlier, you say all the young niggas got AR-15s. They got them.
Yeah, I'm good. Like,
And they get scary.
taking my head off.
The scariest dude, bro. I'm smoking,
Bro.
the scariest dude. Like I'm more scared of the people who scary over the people who gonna really do that because like they gonna warn you. Scary.
This is the
people, they
only
just
place we think like that.
It's the-
You think New York niggas out here thinking like that?
It's
No.
the kids that are it's like the little kids that we should be like the most treating because they're the ones that don't even know
What they're
the
doing.
fuck they're doing. You know what I mean?
It's
They
the
don't even
culture.
understand.
Our culture has brainwashed.
Right. These kids will
So is it safe for us to be here? Or
St. Louis
the
is
worst
getting
place.
increasingly bad.
I'm safe at all times.
that's true, but
No, it's like the code here is different. Say if I go to a different city, like somewhere in the West Coast, and I'm like, they know I got a gun. They just, all right, sure. I'm out here. They gonna be like, they see I got a gun. I'm like, damn, you packing? What you got? And I'm like, this is what I'm packing. They gonna be like, oh, this is hard. This is me. Like they gonna, bruh. That's how they gonna be out here. That's how they gonna.
That's where you went wrong.
They try to take it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's different out here. Like you can't let nobody know you.
Man, what the heck do you know that, bro? You gotta watch out for this.
I seen people.
No.
I seen
Southside.
Yeah, one of them, I swear that's what I said.
Nobody ever
I seen
Southside.
people do that, bro. They're like, this shit hard, bro. Let me see that.
Oh, no, I don't see.
This me, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you get taken like that. And I'm like,
I believe it. But
and if it's your people's, what you gonna do? You can't be like, bro, like, bro, that's how it is out here. They do not care. They do not
No, you ain't running around with no hot point. You ain't gonna take no hot point.
what's a high point?
No.
Cheap gun, right?
Yeah. When you in dire need, that bitch is gonna.
That motherfucker got a jam on you every time, right? Every time you
Every
really
time.
need it. Yeah, I have what is that? High point. He's had it for like 10, 15 years, and he swears on it that it's
Ain't got
actually
nothing
good
else?
gun.
Like,
No, he does, but he loves to swear on it. Like, yeah, everybody talks shit on this gun, but it's actually a good gun. And he takes it shooting and all this. I'm like, man, quit playing. Like,
What's the
We
best
know
one
it's
to
a-
have?
I've seen the fifth.
oh man, there's so many, bro. There's a lot of good guns. What were you gonna say?
I shot my first gun last month. That shit,
Really?
It was,
What kind?
I don't know.
You know,
I don't
you weren't at the range.
No. I was at August Bush State Park. Like,
Oh, okay. You were good. Yeah.
yeah.
It was just a handgun.
No, it was like
Oh,
three different sets of guns.
You got like some rifles and
Yeah,
shit. Oh,
yeah.
that's fun, man. Yeah.
And you just happen to find them on the ground.
No, the homie had it.
Yeah.
The homie had it.
Yo, it's Missouri still, you know what I mean?
Like,
It was lit. Like, I'm like, yeah, I feel like a badass. I'm shooting. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to own a gun. Like, this is way too powerful. Like,
You know,
I don't own one because I'm African. That thing is unknown.
rough.
And we use our hands and feet before we got, and spears before niggas got guns.
Right. I mean, I respect it, man. Honestly, like, I own guns, but and I don't even, like, certain circumstances, I'll just leave them off in the house, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't need it. But I actually prefer to not have it on me, to be honest. It's like less worry, you know?
So I'm looking forward to getting security when I pop out now because, like, I need that. Like,
You got that.
I need that because, like,
You are the security. What you talking about?
I gotta take a step back, you know. Like, I gotta think about a future, maybe raising kids and grandkids. Like, I can't be out here lit.
Right.
Like,
I'm getting too old to be doing this shit.
yeah. So
Honestly.
that's why I partnered up with the mafia, and we got long ties, and we bring in the Kovaly family to the loop, and we take over.
shout out BSF, man.
Yeah, shout out Benny the Butcher, you heard? 38 Special, 38 Laws of Powder, you know, we coming through free sample.
Ricky Hyde, man, shout out.
Who else? King. We forget one person.
Shooter from BSF, I fuck with you. It is one more after that.
Duffel Bag Hottie, then Hurt, Free Him, RP Money Mitch.
You got the Brazilian guys that just like.
I'm from upstate New York.
Yeah.
I was gonna wear my plugs.
That's big Brazil right here.
I really fuck with Kovaly.
The machine.
He actually spends, bro. I'm kind of more like old school shit, you know. Like I like to hear someone actually rap, you know.
I want to be able to see like what you talking about. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to imagine.
No, that's the only type of music that is safe nowadays.
Yeah.
Like if you are down to listen, that's education.
So you guys ever listen to the new Gun album or the new
I did
Thug
listen
album?
to it.
You listen to both of them? A little bit of both.
Yeah. So Gunna's bread and butter. It was amazing.
Yeah,
Because
it was fucking good, though. Everybody like forgot his ass. It's like everybody gave him a pass. And I was like, man, that motherfucker actually does.
What was the intro on this shit? I ain't listened to it yet, but
Back at it.
Started off with the
Popping
intro.
out like a crack addict or something.
For real?
Back at it.
nah, that shit was
Like
good.
a crack in it.
Because he dropped under YSL, that's Thug's label, so it was approved.
You getting paid?
And then Thug, when he dropped,
business.
she's
This Thug that close.
No, oh, Thug records, man.
so Thug, when he dropped, his verses recycled, they're old. So the narrative was being created, but it wasn't like that.
So based off the narrative, bro, like him dropping a week after Love, if you see him like that, do you think that was a strategic move on his part? Like I'm gonna talk about him. Or do you think that was a
Those are public figures in Hollywood. They're doing it for money and business.
It's promotion. They're trying to turn into like a.
because they know he was gonna shoot switch.
They're
trying to turn into like an epic rap beef.
Yeah,
trying
they're
to
trying
turn
to
into
be-
like a Biggie Tupac or a Nas Jay-Z
or Meek Mill, Drake.
yeah, they're trying to go bigger than that.
Yeah, because there's bodies involved.
You know? I mean, and arguably like these two artists are probably, I mean, more popular level. Like Drake obviously is on a huge level, but Meek Mill maybe wasn't at the same level.
It's better because they're label mates.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
a
label
scenario, you know, honestly, I want to see what Lil Baby does now.
And Atlanta's been running it. Gunna dissed him. He goes, he's still kicking with the nigga that signed by your homie.
Come on, love that.
Yeah. In 21.
I don't know.
Pick 4L. Pick 4L.
Yeah, it's about to go down. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not.
saying.
Who y'all listening to right now? Like who's in the everyday rotation?
I was just listening to both those albums just because they both came out, and I just kind of wanted to hear like what was up with that. To be honest, but I mean, I listen to all types of music. To be honest, like old school rap.
You hopping in the car, man. You starting your day.
Yeah, which
Yeah, man,
Sorry,
it really
man.
is depends.
It's that sun out, beautiful weather, ain't too goddamn good hot.
Right.
What's the first thing you turn on?
Oh man, I don't know.
I'll
play my
what I'm
Hey, so,
playing.
bro, Mexicans.
I love both that shit too. Actually, I love.
No, you okay, so?
You know, I'm with like.
You know what they
Well, no, I'm saying I love all the Spanish shit.
Yo, I've been a hater on Spanish music.
Well, you're tripping.
No, bro.
It's hard. Actually.
Niggas are taking that wave and they robbing you niggas.
You saw what
bro.
Mike Tyson
They
you saw
robbing
what Mike Tyson
the
did.
Mexican community right now.
They're capitalizing on
They wanted to build a wall, now they want to fuck with you niggas, right? They wanted to build that wall, now it's we fuck with Mexicans.
So much of that West
Don't
Coast.
let that shit. That's cat.
So much of that West Coast hip hop, like culture, is influenced by so much of that, and it's only been.
It's not even
only
hip hop.
getting bigger.
It's just
Reggaeton.
it's like
The way Mexicans rap is how the hottest niggas in Cali rap.
right, but I'm talking about what we're
Like when they be
like with
Peso?
Yeah, like with
Right, because he's spitting in a different language.
yeah.
pretty
It's
sure I know what you're
guitar.
talking
It's not
about.
like a rap beat. It's like guitar. And
Pretty sure I know that
Bro,
shit.
he's him. He's not no bad money. Like that nigga him. That nigga him. But I'm listening to 38 Special, 30 Deep, Drake, and just like whatever this nigga puts on the spot. So it's probably Mexican music. What do they call it? Caraba?
Korean.
Yeah, that shit. In translation, I can't say on the podcast. What about you, Danny?
Shit, right now, man, you know, I'm like an old nigga at heart, man. So I done been through too much. So once I get to the crib and I'm chilling, like I be wanting to vibe. But Stove God, Upstate, he always in the rotation.
Stove God cooks.
You know,
Yeah.
hey, Stove God
Yeah.
cooks.
He's like
That's my favorite rapper right now.
he kills it on he just like builds the craziest hooks. And his hooks are actually like melodic and shit.
That's where I come from.
Yeah.
You know, like those my niggas.
Honestly, you asked me what I put on first, and I said I just throw it on in my car, but like probably like 80% of the music in my phone is probably like East Coast rappers, I ain't gonna lie.
And be specific.
Nas, Jay, Big, Jadakiss, Big L, Big Pun.
Them niggas ain't dropping it.
It's a top five possible.
They're not dropping
It's
nowadays,
a
though.
top five possible.
Who's dropping now? I was saying anybody, to be honest. Like we were talking about the girl rappers earlier, and I was literally telling someone, I was like, I feel like Ice Spice got the hardest flow out of all these new female rappers. Her flow actually, she actually
I feel like they're pushing her on us, yeah.
Man, I don't know, you guys gotta think about this. She be actually rapping fast too.
She's a thought.
She be rapping actually.
It ain't bad.
She's too bad to be like respected as like a rapper like that, but she actually rapping.
I just feel like the industry forcing her on there.
She's a plant type deal.
Yeah, because yo, she was making TikToks
Everybody's taking
with
the flow.
Kanye and Kim Kardashian's daughter. I'm like, what? How you get involved in that?
How you get that?
How you get involved in that, man? Like, you pass the background check.
I heard that she owns her masters and shit like that. Like I don't know how true that is, but like
It's a storyline. You're not. Niggas could lie. Like
Yeah.
I had a homie out of Nigeria. He's making a lot of documents that he produced himself. You know, niggas could fake it till they make it for real. Like you gotta meet the nigga before you say, "Oh, I do trust you. You're a real one." Like you can't be fanned out. That's how I feel. Cause that niggas be dick riding. That's just not safe.
That's not safe.
That's just not safe.
That's true, man. That's just different. Niggas is weird, man. Niggas is really weird after yourself.
Yeah, I think you guys find some new music you think I need to listen to. Just shoot it to me. Send it to me.
38 Splash.
I fuck with all the Griselda. I already told you. Like
He's not Griselda.
oh, he's
Trust No
PSF.
No, TCF. He
Oh.
signed Bunny the Butcher back in the day.
There's so many of these guys now too.
Class
they're
Murder.
all, are they all what is that? Buffalo? Where they from?
Rochester.
No, some of them, they
Rochester,
just
Buffalo.
upstate, like, cause, yeah, all the Griselda, they from Buffalo, you got 38 Special from Rochester, the slow guy from Syracuse.
Okay.
I mean, what the fuck Syracuse?
No,
It's
it's
right
not
right there,
It's
yeah,
Niagara
yeah.
Falls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so yeah, right in there, so it's
Substation.
like,
So New York City, the boroughs, we're 6 hours away from them. We're an hour from Toronto, Canada.
Mm.
So like the disrespect we've always had from New York City niggas and all that, the fact that we're on now,
Right.
we don't claim them and fuck with them because they do drill and music from Chicago and weak ass shit. Like Upstate is on now. Like
You guys,
Kevin Durant.
do you guys fuck with any of the Detroit rappers?
Oh yeah.
I just learned
I'm
that
not-
though.
Yeah.
New York niggas only fuck with New York
I just
niggas.
want
to be
to-
honest.
Yeah.
New York niggas only fuck with New York niggas.
No, for you.
Because the grind is so hard to make it. These niggas made it at like 37, 38. They old.
Like,
Those-
yeah,
They've been doing it 10 years plus.
Yeah, so they're coming in the game already.
Yeah.
With a lot of skill, high skill.
And it took so long because they didn't ride somebody's coattail.
Wow.
They supported the brand and the homies.
No,
That's why it's so
It's
much-
gonna be hard to pop when you're coming from a city like Syracuse or Buffalo, or you know what I mean? Like
New York don't fuck with them niggas.
right,
The
and
city doesn't.
it's kind of just like off the beaten path, and like we never heard of rappers coming from these cities 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Like we were lucky enough in St. Louis to at least have like a Nelly and like at least have a few national acts here. You know what I mean? Come out of here.
Shout out Jay
Thank
Quan, Tipsy.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Spino.
Yes.
Spino,
Big time.
Spino's credit.
Yes. No.
I don't give him credit.
That's because
I don't give
he
him
just he's in a different lane than most St. Louis niggas.
He's like a musician. You know?
He's an artist. Like
Yeah.
everybody got their own art, but like when it comes to straight music, like you said, musician artist lane, he's right. He's right.
Yeah, I mean, you can't take away that he's definitely authentic. He's himself. He ain't trying to be someone else type thing. Like I respect it.
Metro Boomin. I say what?
Metro is the man. He's really the man of St. Louis for real right now. Like he's one of the biggest producers out in the game. Really,
Fuck.
he's a top 5.
He's from St. Louis.
Yeah, but he moved to Atlanta.
He moved, yeah.
21. That's another rapper I listen to. He's talking about like they not dropping like rappers I listen to that like newer that drop.
Nah, 21's
I listen to 21 here too a little bit.
he's on UK.
Oh yeah.
We almost got deported.
He's important. Big 4L.
Big 5L. Shout out Kavv.
You got my nigga Kovaly in the back. And what you working on, bro?
Shit, man, do something.
You gotta get in the shop, my boy.
Yeah, man. Touching up some work over here. The homie wanted a replica of some, Picasso shit, and I was like, I like that, but I'm gonna twist it up myself. You know what I'm saying? So I added other elements to it. Makes it free sample vibe, because cannot be fully replicated.
How long you worked on that?
Oh man, I take my time with it, man. So with art, what I have noticed is, once you finish it, it's like it's done. So it's like
You
the
got
process of it is it's art.
So you like to take your time.
Yeah, dwell on
Like a
it.
fucking bitch.
Yeah, you gotta bring some
Slow down.
sophistication to that too. So yeah.
Boom.
I don't rush it anymore. I just enjoy it. That's it.
If you sample on the
all-
shirt, that's me.
Yes, sir.
And if you sample for your bitch.
All day.
Alright, so I'm gonna change the topic.
Submarine?
The submarine?
Oh,
I
no.
was gonna talk about bitches, but we can talk about submarine.
I want to know if y'all niggas would have did some shit like that.
Bro, why the fuck would I be somewhere
I don't know.
why would I be somewhere I can't have my I can't smoke weed on it, you know?
Hey,
Think about that. You can't smoke in a
You
submarine.
can't take a shit in that
Yeah.
stuff.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
That's what I've been thinking about.
If that was the case, nigga, build me the Titanic. I'm a billionaire. These niggas are up, but they thought like some dumbass niggas.
They're getting finessed. They paid $250,000.
But it was the owner too, though. The
Nah, bro.
He's
what?
more finessing them though.
He might have been a partner of a group because he died. He died.
Yeah, finding in the ocean.
That nigga, what, bro? Like his stepson went to a Blink-182 concert. He's like, I'm coping with my problem.
He said, "That's my stepdad. That's not my bitch." That's my stepdad.
How do you guys feel about that?
Rich, just like fucking out of touch, Rich. Like, bro, yeah,
That's
like,
actually serious.
if we ever get to the point in our lives where we're like that blessed, where we could afford to go on a $250,000 ride,
To the
we're not doing it because of where we come from. You know?
Why would you think you would get away with it?
I would rather.
Nobody else is gonna go.
There's just so much better things you can do.
You're just getting fired.
I think the fact that
Take that
Yo,
$250,000.
Kovaly.
You know what I mean? You go anywhere you want. While you run with like miles below the ocean or some shit.
yeah, I feel like the fact that we come from foreign backgrounds, if we had that amount of money, we're gonna utilize it way better instead of kicking it in the ocean where we can't.
I keep saying the ocean on my yacht. You know what I mean? Like, like if I'm lit like that, them dudes like millionaire, multi-millionaire, billionaire on that level where they're paying,
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna send someone. Yo, go see the ocean. Like, I'm good. Like, if I got that type of bread, yo, go down there.
See it for me.
You got it. That's a crash dummy. That's a crash dummy.
Crash them out,
I'm
bro.
not gonna crash first. Like, yo, you go down there, I'm gonna pay for it.
You see it?
Okay,
Alright,
okay,
let's go
what
to the
you
next
said.
one.
Do y'all fuck with any life change? I don't even say. I guess life change like some shit like skydiving, some shit.
Thrill seeking.
Like, yeah, some thrill seeking.
I speed in my car.
That's serious.
Yeah, I do shrooms. I do
Niggas ain't
shrooms.
That would never.
I do shrooms. This is not right now because I have another girlfriend, but back in the day I used to. Never mind.
Yeah, just leave it.
Yeah. She's invited to see this shit.
Speaking of thrill seeking things,
Who goes around the east?
Huh?
he's
Oh, wait, what was you
Yeah,
gonna
go
say?
ahead.
You said speaking of thrill seeking.
Who goes around the east?
Is that what you said? What was you gonna say? You gonna say thrill seeking? I feel like you
He
should say
said-
some shit. Like
He said it goes bra on the east.
That's what we started. We started
That's
discussion on
wild.
some
Yeah,
thrill seeking
that's what
shit.
I thought you was gonna pull on some hard shit. I'm like, hold on.
All I do is speed in my car. Really, you know what I mean? That's it.
He's a good guy. He just.
I saw the
vibe.
I'm not jumping on I'm not diving into the Titanic.
How
I'm
fast
not
you
doing none of
speed?
that bullshit.
How fast
You know what? I did parasailing once, and I was like, "This is cool."
Oh, that's what.
You know what I mean? But that's the
I'm
most.
on the 55. Bitch, I got the wheel. 50 for the 100.
I'll do like the jet skis and shit.
Bubble got it.
But
He said Conway earlier. It reminded me 250 on the Digi's ass. Look how fast my car. Yeah, like
yo, you got bars.
Bro, 38 slush.
Yeah, he's fire right now too. He did that. What did he do next time?
He had Kevin Durant
Yeah.
and LeBron
Yeah.
co-signing.
and that's
Like, and
So-
with the culture, NBA and music hand in hand. So if a rapper is.
LeBron A&R.
Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
Yeah, LeBron do A&R shit.
Damn, that's.
He A&R. I feel like LeBron is just.
Oh, he did.
I feel like LeBron. He did 2 Chainz shit.
Yeah, I was say that.
Pretty good, like little trap music, or it might have been the one after that. But yeah, I feel like LeBron just get what he wants because he's LeBron.
Yeah.
He put work in. I ain't gonna. It's crazy.
And Devontae Westbrook working with his mom. Yo, how do you guys?
How you feel about those finals? NBA finals.
Oh, I was wondering for the Heat.
I'm happy a foreigner won. Shout out Joe Kick.
I was wondering for the Heat all the way.
Were you? And they were, hey, That was a hell of a run they did.
They're inspirational.
That was a hell of a run.
They're inspirational.
What were they talking about? They're trying to get Damian Lillard down potentially or something.
Yeah.
He like spit down there.
He really was.
He's not leaving. He's
But
he's not
Wow.
good 16
the
yet.
Blazers for so long, you know.
Hey, that nigga loyal motherfucker. Hey, shout out Daniel, bro. Like you.
How far does loyalty get? Look at Young Thug.
No, that. Yeah.
Like, come on, you can't.
They
you
might
can't
wake up
glorify
and
loyalty
say that
no more.
tomorrow, but nah, when you can see that it is a solid person is loyal.
You gotta test their
Bro,
game. You have to. You can't be loyal to somebody and not test their game.
How do you do it if it's on a business level? It's not the street level.
It don't matter. You just gotta test their game to
I
something.
feel like it do. You got, oh yeah,
You
it's
gotta
the
test
same.
their
It's
game.
the-
It's like,
What if you-
if you prove it a little bit, then I gotta know. Like,
What if you try to test it on a corporate blue collar job level and then on
in
a
a
professional?
professional
Yeah.
way.
You gotta
There's
But
multiple ways to test somebody's gangster.
I
Whether
agree,
it's
but-
professional or street.
how?
But I feel like that's
shit's-
I feel like that's who fuck with that.
Yeah, blue collar, that shit's all about money, bro. So it's like we lawyers type shit. You know what I'm saying? If I want another lawyer to work for my law firm, I'm finna go holler at this nigga. So I'm gonna send somebody. If I'm a lawyer and I want to see how, you know what I'm saying, how loyal my people's is, I'm gonna send somebody in line and be like, all right, come work for my law firm. See if you finna go for it. Cause that's all it is. It's all about money at the end of the day, bro. So if somebody is chasing more money over fucking with you that they've been fucking with since day one, then it's cut off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ultimately, like, there's no loyalty in any of the business shit. You know, I mean, like, someone will leave you for a better deal, just in their best interest to do so. But so much of business really boils down to just being likable. I think, you know, if you could just be likable enough that people will deal with you, you have good rapport with them, and be honest with them, like, you deal with them. That's how you'll build like some kind of credibility. And if you don't got that, it's gonna be hard. Like,
So do you think like business is more of like playing chess? Because I think like for us, we hold on to like, you know, animosity, somebody focus so like you said, loyalty is like, hey, just be one way like forever. But I feel like business you deal with money, it's like even if it's the person beating your game, you should look at like, wow, like, yo, that's a great move. Okay, you know how to get money, I'm still gonna be around you, it's not gonna be loyal.
I know some people who won't. I know some people who won't go for that.
And I think like
So you
most of our
don't think people can
community,
be loyal to the money? Like,
No,
if
some
you
people
have
some people can be
You don't know
loyal.
how loyal a nigga is to you, but if you give him the right amount of money, you think he's gonna be loyal to the money and keep showing up and helping doing whatever.
Bro, that's all we gotta grow up together. That's how I look at it.
but even there when that comes involved, it's like if that person
You getting
making it different, you know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like so even like me, when it comes to selecting friends, I always select friends that have business ambition. I think like you start from there,
networking.
yeah, and then your friendship is more a build of like respect, friendship,
Right.
opposed to being a friend and having a business. Because then like if something goes wrong, it's like, you know, oh man, you expected disloyalty. Nah, if we started like respecting each other from like, you know, this and this, and we friends and we fucked up, we can talk about it like, and that'll keep our friendship going.
right.
That's why
But
we always
that's why
friendship.
you check their gangster.
Yeah,
You gotta check somebody when you first know.
But like you said, how you do that on the business tip? Like I just go about
It's
creative minds type shit. How can you figure out?
I can't even explain it.
How can
I can't
you
even
figure out if
explain
I'm really fucking with Kovaly or I just think he got more of an edge, so I'm gonna fuck with him to get my head.
I feel you. I mean, it's like you might just try to check someone, but that might end up like actually hurting you because that might keep them from offering you potential opportunity. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like sometimes you gotta.
There's some people. Okay, look, I learned this from.
I got a
being
question
young.
after you know.
There's some people that will fake it for opportunity.
for so long.
And there's
for
some
years,
people, there's some people who be like, nah, I'm not gonna fake it. You soft to me. I don't
You
give a
guys
fuck
think-
about that.
Do you guys think it's
There's
okay?
two different types of people like that.
Do you think people use people, and is it okay to use people, and what are the pros and cons of using people? Like, that's
And when we're using it based on like business, you start business.
using people in general.
Just
Is
use
it okay? Is it okay to use people, and if not, why is it not?
I think if
Everybody
everybody
has
has
to
to see. I think for me, that's what I say when it comes to friendship. I like to start my friendship off, you know, and have an interest in person that I can grow and that makes it more mature. But if you don't have that, then it's just that person just using you for whatever reason.
Mhm.
So I think if you build it together with a person, it's like, okay, yeah, we build it. But if you're just friends, like, oh man, like,
And sometimes it's not even good to even mix that friendship with business. You know what I mean? Because it really just depends on the situation at the end of the day. But what I was gonna say is it really just all of it kind of just boils down to that, like, what the situation is. Because, because like he's asking like, is it considered taking advantage? Or, I mean that's
another category because yes, using and taking advantage are two different things.
that question is like the age-old question. That's like asking like, is capitalism or communism? You know what I mean? It's like
Wait, no, reiterate the question. What was it again?
Is it okay to use people, and if not, why is it bad?
it's not good. It's
Taking
not,
advantage
it's not
of
all right
using
to take
people are
advantage.
two
Obviously,
different
obviously it's not the right thing to do in either case. Obviously, in my perspective.
Yeah,
I want everyone
that's,
saying
that's a morality thing for sure. Yeah.
But there are people that even out there that's going to argue that if you give someone a job and pay them X amount of dollars an hour, and if they don't love their job, you're
You're not.
you know
That's different because there's money and compensation involved. That question was directed towards
Just friendship.
friendship
Friendship,
and
right.
everything that isn't corporate level, like that you don't have.
But you build that trust if
Your
you're
free time.
incorporated,
Look, it's only
We
okay
start to build our entrepreneurial level shit, and we try to
If it's-
be friends.
if that's the
Let
question is. Let me change my answer first.
So-
I'll just say it's only okay if it's like full disclosure with my friends. Like I'll tell my friend like, hey, I need to use you for your connect because you got the best connect on these last cups.
It goes both ways, though.
Whatever it is. Yes, like it's to me it's about the disclosure. Like one of my guys comes to me, he's like, I need to connect on one of your vendors that you get jewelry from. It's like, all right, I got you. Like he needs it. It's all good. Like you got to be able to, look out for your people the same way that you would expect them to look out for you.
And that's like the mafia mentality, bro. We know we need this from you, so we gonna tell you we need this. But at the same time, my thing is, like you said, if you fully disclose this shit and I know what you're here for and I expect you to leave afterwards once you get your shit off, cool, we gonna make our money together. But my problem is when you hear it and you don't feel trustworthy enough, you know what I'm saying, to tell people, or loyal enough to tell people, like, just be straight up with it. Like, if you need this, we gonna set you up and do that. But if you just heard acting like you were day one, you fucking with us on a regular, you using all the resources, and then whenever you get what you need, you just bounce without saying nothing. That's when it becomes a problem. But it ain't a problem if you tell them up front, because at that point, if I choose to do business with you, I'm choosing to do business with you. So still, we doing business together, so we finna build, knowing that. But my thing is, if you just gonna build off me and then go shake block, nigga, like, what the fuck?
So some people can do that for such a long time, and then I feel like to have a real friendship, you gotta like go through that. What you say, like you gotta go through that challenge with that person. Able to maintain it, then you know that it has longevity because you can always say yes, and they say no. Those kind of people just,
Right.
hey, disappear.
They forget about every time you say yes.
Yeah, so then I feel like sometimes I wouldn't say yes.
It's like,
you
oh,
gotta
yes,
just challenge and say no. Okay, see how the reaction goes. If they think about it, it's like, like, I think that's the most scary thing too, because if you're trying to be good, like, for instance, Will Smith, I feel like he's always yes. I swear, bro. Hey, I love Will Smith, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know. Because you don't check the bitch. How would you know that? Everyone
Everything is at the end of the day, like, I can respect it. At least we had that conversation in front of you. So we understand what page we are. So we can record it.
You know what is a good rule to not even ever have to really
Oh,
experience
okay.
these issues is
You
just keep your circle small. When you keep your circle small to begin with, you don't really have to deal with a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? Because you're not having like your random, whoever comes to you. It's like you gotta be selective. You gotta be very selective nowadays more than ever who you got around. That's how I feel.
I feel that for sure, but when did you get to a point, because you gotta, like you talked about earlier, you gotta do networking.
You gotta
For
know.
sure. So
Your
you gotta
bank
know.
accounts.
So when does it get to a point where like I gotta.
Your circle is different than your network. You know what I mean? And your circle, that's like your main confidants, like your main brothers,
You're constantly,
Regulars.
You know, the guys who you will, you guys are willing to invest behind each other. You guys are willing to work with each other and do shit together, make moves together, like, because you guys we're all trying to get it, you know. But your network is much broader. You know what I mean? Potentially every single phone number in your phone is someone in your network. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, it's network is really just knowing people. Like, you can parlay that into different things. Potentially, like, it's just if you're on that business tip, you know, and you really want to run it up.
And that's like you said, the business tip. You have to be on that business tip to want to be able to do marketing strategies and make those resources and make those necessary ends for people that you might not know initially, but you gotta be willing to make those relationships
You
work.
gotta be willing to go and introduce yourself to strangers.
Facts. Yeah, you got to. And you gotta be able to
You
be
gotta
comfortable with it.
product that you believe in.
a great project, FREESAMPLE.
Right, whatever it is, you know. That's what it is. Yeah.
Like, but like,
I don't know.
shout out Anheuser-Busch. If y'all got any questions, problems, or concerns, I'm here to fix them. I love Bud Light.
I mean, I think the move is just supporting St. Louis, the city, and
I love St. Louis, man. St. Louis is my home. I love it. I feel like we said like a lot of stuff that was like a little bit negative just because we talked about like all the crime and shit in the city. But like, I at least want to get that in. That I got so much love and appreciation for St. Louis because it is my home at the end of the day. I was born here. I was raised here. And yes, my family immigrated from Palestine, but St. Louis is my home. I was born here. It's my first home, and I love it. And we all want to see better for St. Louis.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
We got a little negative, but I love it no loss. I feel great. And I love the city. So, like you said,
Dan Wick, D Wick.
Hey, D-Wick, man.
Nah, I mean, the city it needs guidance, and the older generation's retiring. It's up to us. Like, we gotta be accepting of the future, and we gotta always do better.
Yeah, we got
Always a step ahead. We gotta use our brains, and we can't not be the OGs. Like
You have to take that initiative.
we gotta
Okay.
be accountable.
I'm glad you said that because you said a point earlier that I didn't get a chance to get to, but you was like, there's no sense of like community. You know what I'm saying? And then he asked you, he was like, yo, do you feel like you do anything for the community? And you immediately was kind of just like, no, not necessarily, but just because,
you do.
and that's my thing. Just because you not like reaching out like, okay, I'm gonna do this, we gonna sponsor this. No, it ain't that. But like in your community where you have your store, you know what I'm saying? People go there and they meet everybody and they meet you and then they respect it.
Yeah.
So in a sense, like you're building community because you don't even know the amount of people
You
that are protected.
create a safe
Absolutely.
environment
Exactly.
for the youth.
Let me say this.
Like,
Man.
it's lit to be at Vibe Season.
This is one of the problems in St. Louis, the way I see it, and like kind of piggyback on that whole conversation about the community. Like you go to the areas of town where it's predominantly black, there is a sense of community in a lot of those areas. A lot of the very poor areas in St. Louis do have a sense of community.
Because it's
some
all
of
for death.
some of the neighborhoods you could go out to. I'm sure you could go out to like Chesterfield, and I'm sure you could go out to like these areas where it's predominantly white. And I'm sure you can find a sense of community. Like me being a Palestinian, there's other Palestinians here in St. Louis. We have our community, but what is the issue here? The issue is that we're all isolated. That like the separation still exists.
It's
a lot.
separated.
Yeah, like there's racial segregation still that keeps everybody from kind of collectively, cohesively building the community like as a whole. It's very segmented. That's just personally that's my opinion.
That's true.
I wouldn't even call it an opinion, it's an observation.
It's
That's what you see, you know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like just like you from here just like me. So like I done seen all the Bosnians move and they all over Bebo Mill. And you
Yeah.
see
And
In South County, you buy babies.
And they've got a very distinct community that's like insular, like it's, you know, nobody's just coming and enjoying the Bosnian community. Unless you meet a Bosnian girl and fall in love, or she, you know, and you're but like besides that, they've got their community, and that's how it is.
But with you specifically, you and the brand, everybody likes to look good. Everybody likes to look good, so we gotta come to you to look good.
Yeah, you guys like
There's no judgment on jewelry.
That's the one thing I will say that I love about the business I do now, because I do get every walk of life coming in my store. I get a 25-year-old like kid walk in, and then I'll get like a 60-year-old white woman walk in, and they'll both buy something. And it's like I'm able to serve such a diverse range of customers. To me, that's a beautiful thing.
Hey,
I don't want to build a brand that's exclusively for like one race of people. To me, that's idiotic.
That's why I love your name, Vibe Season. Like you gotta be a vibe, and
exactly.
Like it's amazing.
Thank you guys.
And I'm so happy that I'm a friend of yours, and the shit that you're doing.
You guys come by and see
I'm glad you was able to come through, man. Chop it up on the real.
Yeah, we can do it again sometime, man. I enjoyed it.
No, thank you.
It was fun. You guys,
Bro.
come see me.
I need 6 more tops.
I got you.
It's my young boy. And he in school. In school. We support the youth in school.
I go to school.
All right. Yes.
Can't go to operation.
You're right about it, man. Shout out to SLU. Like, SLU students come see me. You guys a special discount.
Can we give school students?
Absolutely.
Most definitely. If you, and that's some shit that when you talk about relationships, bro, like that's a partnership right there. You partnering with, and it's crazy.
One of the girls that work in my shop, she goes to SLU, and she's very involved with the school there. Like, yeah, man, come see me. We can try to like get started on something.
It's one of the biggest doctorate universities in the country. Like,
it's cool.
That's a partnership. It's Future's involved. It's a parade inside my city yet.
All right,
hey, but look, man, love, man.
Yes.
For sure.
Good. We over it? Can we have? Can we have?
Cut. Yeah, that was hour 3 minutes. We did good.
Good, listen, I got
We have the intro.
So okay, let me say this one. Yes, good catch. Thank you.
Hey,
Juanito.
Yeah. So another part. You want to show him how we're doing it? Preview how it looks so you can get comfortable.
Hey kid.
All right, let me show you.
It's just gonna be like.
No, so what you want me to say, bro? I got you.
Yeah, let's show him the video of the one we've been watching YouTube. What's homeboy name? The podcast one. Let's have let's say
Bootleg Kavv.
Bootleg Kavv, my guy.
So this is how he's guest with the
Down for some titty bar action tonight.
Where you gonna go downtown?
East side.
Yeah, what's up, everybody? It's me, TK Curry.
How
I'm
much,
18 to the motherfucking cat. And you can catch me on the Bootleg Kavv podcast. And maybe very champagne.
You know, so you say that.
I got you. Hey, yo, this is Omar B. Your boy.
Free sample.
I'm on the Free Sample Podcast. It's your boy Theo. It's all much of your other boys?
Nah. I'm gonna have everyone do one.
Alright.
Hey, check it out. I want you to.
So we were 3 guests. It's usually just you by yourself? Or one of you guys are co-hosts?
Yeah,
I don't have a co-host, but he's done a podcast.
I think we should just do
He
it
about
again.
to have a host.
I think what we do slowly, I think people gonna like him because when I watch the podcast, he's funny. Right. Yeah, just you know, yeah. But it's based on this.
I was trying talking to you.
It's crazy
doing
because
content.
I'll be outside and
So do we do one?
It's so weird. Like,
Okay,
anybody of any walks of life,
Yeah.
old, young, like people talk to me, and I be outside. I'm like, why me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, podcast.
Yeah. So like, so we're doing one for him. That's it. One.
yeah, you
One.
know, film on real quick.
Okay.
I gotta
That'd be
talk
dope.
about
That'd be
that.
dope. Yeah, that'd be. Hold on, let me save this real quick.
Anybody got a cigarette?
Yeah, I do. You gotta shit on this.
Marina sent my
Yeah,
CD.
I gotta show you.
Yeah, let me save this.
Hey, are we still on the?
YouTube live. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck with us on YouTube.
Let's go, YouTube.
Hey, YouTube, big chat.
Appreciate you too, man.
What's up, Bert?
Oh, just chilling, man.
YouTube.
Good boy.
Is it gonna be on there?
He's a boy.
Yes,
So I'm gonna
alright.
move the camera here
So,
closer to you
why?
because that one, let me show you how it is. So this is how you usually. So whatever you have a guest.
Saturday. Yo.
Oh, yeah, nah, like who they can there.
We got
So
it.
just I mentioned, hey, I'm on the Free Sample Podcast. Tune in, you know, and then get one.
Talk your shit.
Hey, it's your
Yeah.
boy Dan, man. Was
No,
playing.
talk
I
your
always
shit.
got a drink with a Glock in his hand. I promise you. But look, we on the Free Sample Podcast.
Yeah, that shit
Tune
hard.
in.
Let me use the best one.
That was dope. Oh, was he not recording?
Bro, that shit
No,
Oh,
hard.
you gotta say it just like that, bro.
Facts. That shit hard.
Right. Damn. Hey, you should start rapping.
You gotta make. Hey, and I ain't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm a rapper, but like that's.
You
I
rapping like,
never.
bro, you give me a few drinks, I'll fucking start rapping, bro.
Fact.
Right.
Like, or I just never
Me
really.
and my boys, we will shut up, dude. We be hella annoying.
I got a notebook.
Start rapping with that actually good.
What?
The Glock on the line.
Oh, it ain't see the serial.
Ew.
It ain't see the serial numbers, man. We
Yeah,
good.
we good. Ain't that high point, is it?
No, fuck no, man. Hey, I need to get.
You talking about that ain't no high point.